Yes, I think he's right about the first part where he says that the mosque is not a central part of a religion of the Muslims, but I'm not sure about the second part.
No, the second part comes in. No,
it's your extrapolation.
Please, no, it's not my extrapolation. There is a House of Lords judgment in the Natraj antique case where they have held this opinion, and House of Lords.
So you're saying today's judgment should actually pave the way for Hindus to have a Ram Mandir on the Ram Janmasthan, and the fact that 1/3 has been given to Sunni Waqf Board gives you space for the Hindus to go and appeal to the Supreme Court and say that is not, the two cannot coexist.
That's right.
Is what you're saying. Okay, let me bring in Ashok Desai. Mr. Desai, do you see a contradiction at all in the manner in which this judgment has been done? It's a split verdict. I'm going to get both the lawyers, Ashok Desai and Mahesh Jetpalani, on this point, that because it's seen as a split verdict, do you see contradictions? First you, Mr. Desai.
Now let me mention the judges have labored for months and produced a 1000-page judgment.
Yes.
One would like to see the content of the judgment, including particularly the terrible destruction of the domes while the cases were pending, and how they treat the ASI document.
Yes.
But to my mind, it is important to also note that there will be a window of opportunity not in this court, but in a higher court.
Right.
And the reason is that we have no representative Muslim or a representative Hindu. There are no pontiffs. Everyone won't agree, whatever the decision. My own view is that in its own way, all the judges have adopted 3 different routes, but they have come to a fairly equitable decision of a division. It's like King Solomon's decision about the child. But it's only when it goes to the Supreme Court and the court seems to feel that would be some sort of a division is necessary, that parties will come to their senses.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will always have someone who will have a view differing from all others.
Okay, Mahesh Jetpalani, you want to come in on the fact that it is almost a 3-way split, some would say, not just in terms of the land, but also in the way the judgment has been interpreted by these 3 judges, Justice Agarwal, Justice Khan and Justice Sharma, having very different views, apart from the similarity that they all seem to accept that the spot where the Garbhagriha is, or the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the Ram Janmasthan.
Yes, I mean, there's no doubt that there are divergent views, but as you said, there's unanimity on what should be the most important issue for the Hindu elements, and that is that the Sanctum Sanctorum has been upheld. Their stand has been vindicated that this was the birthplace of Lord Ram. And I think that was what the entire issue was about.
No, but hang on. But Mahesh, would that also involve, as the court suggests, that 1/3 of the land is given to the Sunni Waqf Board to possibly build a mosque? If that is to be the closure and that is to be the suggestion, if Hindus are going to stress on the fact that the Ram Janmasthan has been legitimized in a sense, then the Sunni Waqf Board could equally claim that they can also build a mosque because namaz was read and practiced there for 400 and odd years. Would the Hindus accept that?
Look, you know, I can't speak for all the Hindus. I mean, the court has given an eminently viable solution. Mr. Swami is right that there's an element of contradiction. On the one hand, you non-suit the Sunni Waqf Board on the ground that their suit is barred by limitation, and yet 1/3 of the land is given to them. So there's an element of contradiction. But you know, all this is academic. If Mr. Jilani wants his clients to appeal, if they appeal, then the judgment of the Allahabad High Court, eminently viable though it is, can't be used as the foundation for a negotiated settlement. I think it's an eminently good judgment. It gives something to everybody. I mean, it divides the land 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and the Muslims can indeed build a mosque over there.
Okay.
I think really that it's really a test of the will and statesmanship of the central government.
Okay.
They've got a judicial verdict now, which affords a final closure to this entire matter.
Okay.
All they have to do is consult all the parties to the list, to the proceedings, and you know, if they want, they can enlist the support of political parties if they think it's necessary. Approach them and say, look, here we have a formula for final settlement. Can you help us to implement this?